Web-based mobile GIS holistic housing cycle solution. Professional Mobile Mapping proudly offers our holistic housing cycle approach and solution to address the challenges experienced in the existing housing processes by utilizing our tried and tested web-based mobile GIS tools to establish an integrated housing administration database. The central server, featuring the Oracle database, hosts the integrated housing administration database, comprising of all the data, GPS coordinates, biometric readings, embedded photographs, and supporting documents across all the housing cycle processes. From conducting the socio-economic surveys in the informal settlement to identify the potential beneficiaries, to taking down a housing subsidy application and obtaining beneficiary approved status, to conducting the house construction inspections and the handover of the correct stand to the correct beneficiary and the recording of the house construction payments, utilizing the tried and tested web-based mobile GIS solution. The solution comes standard with incorporated biometric reading verifications throughout the housing allocation process. Let us first have a look at the mobile GIS socio-economic survey application and business processes. It all starts by establishing a database of all the households residing within the settlement identified for the envisaged development by conducting the socio-economic survey on site. The example we're going to illustrate is a settlement in Ekurhuleni, Balmoral Extension 4. This application is already utilized by the Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality. The identified informal settlement is ring-fenced to set the boundaries. The electronic shapefile serves as the backdrop on the mobile device or tablet, and the application will only open when the data collector is within the ring fence of the area to continue with the interview with the occupant. To illustrate, the data collector, equipped with the GPS-enabled mobile device, can see the location in relationship to the settlement. When the data collector is outside of the boundaries of the settlement, the program will not open and the data collector receives a warning message on his device. Only when the data collector is within the boundaries of the settlement, the questionnaire will open for the electronic recording of the socio-economic survey information. A water, heat-resistant, durable barcode sticker is attached to the informal dwelling, and the sticker number is recorded and linked to the GPS coordinate of the household. The biometric reading of the head of household is recorded. The offline application on the mobile device with built-in validation controls prompt the data collector to collect the required household data and upload the required supporting documents, for example, the ID document and the proof of income. The recorded information and images are synchronized to the server, and the data, supporting documents and reports are immediately accessible on the web. This becomes the data for the following housing cycle steps. The outcome of the socio-economic survey is a GIS database of all the households within the settlement. Visual color-coded maps allows households to be categorized by applying the set housing subsidy criteria. ID numbers are matched with the HSS database to identify previously approved beneficiary status. Other categories includes income too high, non-South African citizens, and single beneficiaries with no dependents. This process allows the identification of potential beneficiaries as illustrated by the yellow dots on the map. These reports and filtering techniques are easy and user-friendly and ensures a smooth identification of potential beneficiaries in the settlement. This concludes the first step of the holistic housing cycle web-based application. The potential beneficiaries identified during the socio-economic survey fieldwork forms the base of the second step, the beneficiary application approval. The data collector receives the work order for only the potential beneficiaries on site. He records the biometric reading, and only if the reading matched the initial biometric reading, the beneficiary application is printed with the pre-populated data and supporting documents embedded in the database. The applicant signs the application on the mobile device, and the electronic signature is linked to the record. The application is submitted to the HSS office for approval. The HSS processed applications are updated on the web-based database to reflect the applicant's status. This concludes the second step of the Holistic Housing Cycle web-based application. The potential beneficiary identified during the socioeconomic survey fieldwork forms the base of the second step, the beneficiary application, and the second step forms the base for the allocation of the stand to the beneficiary. The approved beneficiary is linked to the allocated stand, and the stand is linked to the correct building plan. The building plan is then linked to the inspection levels, for example, foundation, wall plate, roof, completion and handover. The inspection levels are linked to the payment milestones and contractors. The inspector will access the mobile GIS house construction inspection application on his or her mobile device, and the inspector will log in utilizing secure login functionality linked to the predetermined roles, responsibilities and work orders. The application will allow the inspector to view the work order by displaying the stands required for inspection in either calendar format, map format or a list. All the stands ready for inspection and handover will be displayed on the color-coded map. Inspections are not allowed to be conducted if the location of the inspector is not within the stand boundaries. This function ensures that the actual house construction process is recorded on site. Only if the inspector is within the stand boundaries, the capturing module for the specific stand will open. The inspections are pre-programmed to be conducted in a systematic sequence. This function will prompt the inspector to conduct the correct inspection. For example, roof cannot be inspected if the foundation and wall plate inspection is not completed. The inspector can view the building plan on the mobile device by zooming in and out for ease of viewing of the building plan. The inspector is not allowed to complete an inspection if all the compulsory sub-inspection levels are not recorded and all the photographs are not uploaded. To pass a sub-inspection level is as easy as clicking on the sub-inspection pass block. The comment function allows the inspector to record any additional comment. The inspector clicks on the photo to upload the compulsory photos for the specific inspection level. The inspector clicks on pass to pass the inspection level. The color of the inspection will change and the inspector can synchronize the record to the central server. Updated progress reports on the mobile device will keep the inspector informed of project inspection progress. In order to conduct the handover of the stand to the beneficiary, the biometric reading must match the pre-recorded reading and the application will prompt the data collector to record the required supporting documents. The beneficiary signs the happy letter on the mobile device. The web-based reporting platform is powerful yet easy and user-friendly, and the data and reports are available in real time. It comes with a built-in export function. Data may be exported in digital format for transfer to other packages, for example, Microsoft Excel, to allow statistical analysis, desktop publishing or further analysis. Dynamic reporting techniques make data come alive. However, most GIS outputs is in the form of maps to illustrate trends. GIS is an excellent application for visual and progress reporting. Spatial analysis distinguishes GIS from other types of information systems. All data and images are directly linked to the GIS information. By selecting a household, the user gains access to socioeconomic survey data, beneficiary application data, house construction inspection data, handover data, biometric reading, and all the embedded photographs and supporting documents. The web-based reporting platforms comes with standard reports, but also allows the user to perform individual data filtering and analysis. Web-based reporting tools are accessed via secure controls for officials and project role players, and the attribute data is accessible in real time via the web in table format, or the utilizing of filters for customized reporting and database analysis. This concludes the third and last step of the housing cycle, giving the department the peace of mind that the correct beneficiary were allocated to the stand and the accurate construction payments are made in relation to the actual progress on the ground. The existing housing processes presented various serious challenges. PMM offers a holistic housing cycle approach and solution to address the challenges experienced in this current housing allocation process and eliminates incorrect allocation of houses utilizing our tried and tested web-based mobile GIS tools. Professional Mobile Mapping's GIS solution addresses all the gaps. Thank you.